The video you're about to watch is a preview from one of my fashion design courses available online at Fashion Premier Academy. Okay, in this lesson, we're going to focus on necklines with yokes. Now in my pattern making part 2, there's a whole section on yokes. Yokes with stripes and so on. So check it out if you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to start by using my 1-dart sloper, and I'll show you how to create this type of neckline. Okay? Now this is a rounded shape yoke, but it could be a square neckline, a square yoke shape. Doesn't really matter. The principle is the same. So I'm going to start by tracing my pattern all the way around so that you have that. Next, we have to create the shape of our yoke line, so we can use our tools, either the French curve or the hip curve, to help us create a nice beautiful shape. Okay, so I'm going to create my yoke style line. You want to make sure that this point right here, this corner, is a right angle. It's a 90-degree angle. Okay, so I mentioned that it's important to have a 90-degree angle where the neckline meets center front or center back. This be a 90-degree angle. If it's not, watch what happens. Okay, so I've traced a neckline on a piece of manila paper, and if I don't cut it on a 90-degree angle, if I go something like this, for example, and see, this is not a 90-degree angle. If I open this up, guess what I have here? You don't want a neckline that looks like that, right? You don't. And the same thing goes if let's say that I'm doing something like this. That's also not a 90-degree angle right there. And if you open this up, you'll get that. Okay? If it is a 90-degree angle right there, when you open your pattern up, you get a nice smooth neckline. Now this pattern has a dart, but I don't need a dart. I'm going to ignore the dart. We'll just pretend that just a smooth hemline. Next, I'm going to cut out the yoke. I'm going to separate the yoke from the rest of the body. Before I separate the yoke from the body, I'm going to put a couple of notches, like one here and say here. Next, I'm going to add fullness at the neckline here, at the yoke line. And the best way to do that is to slash and spread the pattern to add fullness. Okay, I have added some guidelines, some slash lines. I'm going to slash and spread the pattern in a minute. Before I do that, I'm going to put some notches, and you'll see why in a minute they're important. I'm going to slash and separate these pieces. I'm going to slash and spread the pattern, and see, the purpose of these notches is to keep some kind of a consistency in the way that I place my pieces, so that they don't end up doing something like this, for example. So I have slashed and spread my pieces to add fullness at the yoke line. I'm using these notches to keep some kind of a consistency with the pieces here. Now the tricky part is this neckline is all kind of crazy angles here. How do we create a smooth neckline, right? To be continued in the next class. Thank you for watching this video. check out all the courses available at Fashion Premier Academy by clicking the link below. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you will be notified when I post new videos, which is every week. I'll see you in class.